hear ye, I would like to let everyone gather around and view the next project. I know you're excited, Lutz. Release the Kraken!
So...
Thought we were supposed to get whole vehicles.
What the...
Step on up, feast your eyes, get a nice close look. This is the future of hot rods. It is an electric vehicle. This is a project that we've been working on for a couple of years, off and on. It's been abandoned. Before we can move on to any other projects in the future, we need to finish the projects that we've already started. And this one, it has a great start.
Yes.
Of what? Did you buy it, like, complete?
No, it was a
I mean,
lot
what
better
was it?
looking.
A
No,
Ford
I ruined
Ranger
it.
or something?
So I bought this thing from a genius inventor, Dennis Berube, who had the vision about 15 years ago. Well, he never finished the project, so we kind of have to pick up the pieces where he left off. But the motor he has in this thing is truly something special. So if we can get this thing operational, this truck is gonna fly. It's a giant 14-inch DC motor, literally like you'd find in an electric drill. He makes upwards of 1,000 horsepower, 2,000 foot-pounds of torque. He built this thing from scratch. There's only supposedly 4 in the world.
You got 2,000 horsepower in this pile of
Maybe.
So it's a pile of but what I do like about it, it's an electric truck. That's kind of cool. The batteries are huge. Apparently, it's got some badass motor that there's only 3 or 4 of them in the world. In reality, I'm old school. And this new EV stuff, man, I'm gonna need help. I don't know what the hell to do with it. So who knows how this project's gonna turn out? So what was this?
That was just connected directly to the motor.
Directly to an electric motor.
That's correct. It's 0 gears. It's just one speed, right?
Wow.
It's go. And you make all the power instantly at 0 RPM.
It's like flipping on a light switch.
That's what it
No
is.
kidding.
So what can this motor rev to?
It's like a diesel. Very low RPM, 3,500 RPM, but a ton of torque. Torque is the measure of force that can cause an object to move around an axis. The more torque that this little motor can make and send it to the rear tire, the faster this vehicle will accelerate. So a gas motor is relatively inefficient. It takes a lot of fuel and fire to make it reach its desired RPM range to make the most power. Whereas an electric motor can make all the power at 0 RPM, which is why you see a lot of vehicles get those sub 3 to 2 second passes and beat gas vehicles by a full second. But what makes this little motor so special is that it can probably make twice the amount of horsepower and torque as a Tesla.
So what's the plan for this?
There's some goals that we want to reach. For one, there's just not a really fast electric truck, right?
S10?
So we could potentially have the world's fastest electric truck if we do it right.
I like the sounds of that.
Right?
But we keep in mind, we're on a budget and we want to work with what we got, right? It doesn't look like much now, but this EV truck is going to be like stepping into the future of drag racing. But unfortunately, our crew knows nothing about this thing, and we always call in an expert, and that's exactly what we're gonna do.
To bring it back to the future.
That's right. First, we'll have to refurbish the electric motor, wiring, and batteries since this thing has been sitting for so long. And then we need to install these battery packs away from Asian so we can keep him safe. With 400 volts, 1,000 horsepower, and 2,000 foot-pounds of torque running through this truck, we're gonna be adding a parachute and an onboard kill switch for additional measures of safety, just in case this thing gets away from us on the track. We'll also need a lightweight truck body to complete the front half of the vehicle so it actually looks like a truck. What exactly makes this thing tick?
Right.
The only thing Lutz and I know for sure about this thing is electricity is dangerous. You know this vehicle better than anyone here.
Okay.
So will you explain that in a way that a first grader could understand? Because Lutz and I, we're first graders right now.
Okay, pretend this is just a full-scale RC car. You have the battery, you have the controller, you have motor management, and then you have the motor. Well, okay, all the power's here, right? We're gonna take all the wires and run them from out of the power source. We're gonna plug them into the controller. The controller's gonna tell the throttle pedal, which has a potentiometer on the end of it, exactly what power to distribute to the motor controller, and then the motor controller sends it to the actual motor, and then we got momentum. You have to have all those mechanical and electronic systems in place before you should start hooking wires up, right?
I got a question.
Yes, sir.
What the hell's a potentiometer?
It's just like a switch.
How many volts does one of these battery packs make?
One of these packs should technically make 100 volts.
So we got volts here.
Ish.
How many passes can we get out of 400 volts?
One.
No.
Yes, one pass, because I requested that the battery builder build this for one pass. I want to use every single ounce of voltage in this pack and pass. So it's just there's always got to be a safety check with ourselves.
Yep.
Yes.
So when you're grabbing this pack, do not stick your finger. Good God, don't stick your finger. We will lose you.
All right.
And then when this is all plugged in, do never touch that.
All right, Jeff. So,
Man,
yeah, that's a lot, huh?
that's what I was saying. I think it'd almost be easier to remake it.
It's 400 pounds of batteries. The they brought me, we would never use. So they gave me free reins, here it is. I don't know much about EV or potentiometers, but I do know that we need more than half a truck. So if they want to make the world's fastest EV truck, they're going to get a new chassis that can handle all that horsepower and torque. No questions asked.
The batteries do nothing without a motor to send the power to.
Keep it coming.
That's the motor.
That weighs about as much as a big block right there.
Yeah?
This is one of 3 in the world as we know it.
You know, I've seen just about every motor in my time, but that thing they just wheeled in looks like half a vacuum cleaner. At this point, I don't know what to believe anymore.
It's a GE 13-inch Curtis forklift motor. It makes about 1,000 horsepower, 2,000
Man.
foot-pounds of torque at 1 RPM.
Securely mounting the electric motor is very critical as well. You trust those straps, Lutz?
Hell yeah. Come on in, Farm. Come on. Motor is in.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then we just kind of begin to, you see how it kind of floats on there? So we've got this brushed titanium here.
I need to go your way a little bit.
Okay, yep. And it's kind of a conformable, it's a pressure-sensitive adhesive-backed vinyl, and it should work great for wrapping.
That turned out amazing.
Nice. Hell, that's a wrap.
I'd say so.
Pun intended.
What the? This says 3/1/1985. Please watch the video.
Okay, yeah, we're going.
They got a DeLorean.
Lutz, it's Farmtruck and AZN. We're stuck in 1985 and we ran completely out of plutonium. We've been moving through time, but what we have is what you will eventually invent, which makes time travel possible. It's the Lutz capacitor. See, the Lutz it's Lutzing right now, buddy. Very Lutz. All right, so, hey, we hope this arrives safely. That's it, Lutz. I hope you get it, buddy.
All right. Lutz capacitor. That's freaking hilarious.
Wow, that's what I'm talking about.
We're here. It's going to be a great day. I'm excited. It's all you. You're about that far away. Come on, baby.
Take your time, Asian.
You got this.
Dang, dude. That was pretty damn cool. All right.
Oh, yeah.
I think that this truck is an impressive build so far. It's making power. It's probably not as much power as an internal combustion engine that I'm used to. We're still in the test phases of this, but hey, what's a better test than a race? So Farm's just getting suited and booted, and up next is the Mordor Nova. The Mordor Nova is exactly what it sounds like. It's our replica of the infamous Murder Nova, but with 2 more doors.
This thing has come together.
It might not put out the same amount of power as the Murder Nova.
It's alive!
But right now, all we want is some motivation to get old Sparky to that finish line first.
You feel it? Kick it in high gear,
Yeah, there we go.
This EV truck Sparky is smooth from beginning to end. You can't hear it, and obviously you can see it, but it's amazing. I think it's going well. It's not the fastest thing on the planet, but it's the fastest electric vehicle that we own.
All right.
Hell yeah, bro. How'd that feel?
Hell yeah.
Got the W.
That's a W. It's doing exactly what we wanted it to do. We probably need to add more amps to it. The batteries need to get hotter, but the day's still early.
The truth is, it's a miracle that it even works.
692 at 92.
Woo! Damn!
Hell yeah.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Hell yeah.